Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm actually here at my house right now, trying to finish up with a couple of things and load some stuff in my truck. Got a project I'm going to be working on. Our lighting system at our church got struck by lightning, and so luckily I think we're going to be able to save a couple of the lights, but I had to buy some new ones. So we're going to be checking some of those out and hopefully kind of give you guys an idea. Actually, we're going to another DMX controller. And our DMX controller I think is going to work. I had to do some playing around with it and fix it up a little bit. Reset everything and play with the internals on it a little bit. But anyway, all that said, I bought a new one that's similar to it just to kind of get us by until we could do something different. And literally one of the knobs is broken as soon as I get it in. Well, so I contact the company and I've got to send it back. So I'm going to try to stick with ours, the one that we have currently, for a while, and then try to move forward. But all that being said, we got 6 lights to replace the ones that we have, and bought some new DMX cables to go with it. Trying to think if there's anything else that I had. I think that's it. I got a couple guys going to help me today. So it should be a pretty exciting day. I'm going to try to get some footage and maybe try to do a comparison of what we had to what we have now. But anyway, guys, that's it. Right now, heading over there. As I said a while ago, I've got a couple guys that's going to be helping me out. They're going to be really honestly taking care of me and doing probably the majority of the smart work. I'm just there for the grunt work, I guess. But that being said, I really couldn't ask for a better group of guys to work with. Hopefully I'll get some footage of them. I'm not really 100% on doing these videos. You know, there's a lot of people that's professional with it. I'm an amateur. But nonetheless, I'm still going to try. So, many people have been asking where I've been. Had a couple emails, had a couple texts from some guys, and I've been busy. As I may have mentioned before, my wife and I had a baby, and for the past 6 months we have been insanely busy with her. She is a wonderful child. Could not ask for a better baby. Could not ask for... She's perfect. I mean, literally in every way, she's perfect. And that being said, you know, babies can be a challenge, especially this being our first baby. You know, trying to get her situated, get everything understood with her, and work things out with her, because she's just hitting that 6-month mark. She's grown 2 teeth, and it's been an interesting ride. So that's partially where I've been. The next thing is I had promised you guys some footage of the X32 and routing it back through so you could do like a bus in, pretty much, but to where you don't have to worry about, you know, getting the noise and whatever out of a line out. Anyway, that's still on the way. The problem is, while recording it, everything was fine. When I got to the editing stage, for some reason my files were corrupted, and so I'm not quite sure what happened, but I lost over 3/4 of the footage. So I did have a couple other things, and I kind of got behind, like I said, with the baby. So editing everything and everything knocked out the way I wanted to. Really wasn't, in the line, I guess, the way that I wanted it to. So that's coming. It's a little bit behind now because of everything going on, but it's still on the way. Have to re-record a few things, but it will be good at some point. Today, we're going to be installing some lights and replacing some of the faulty ones. I'm hoping everything's good. I'm actually fixing to go in. I left our lights running overnight to see if we had any more flickers. The problem was we come in on a Sunday about 2 weeks ago for service, and we had an online service because we had some people test positive. Everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. And when they tested positive, they were around other people. We had to shut down. It was wondrous, it's so wonderful. But as many of you others know, you have to do what you have to do to survive. So we shut down, and due to the weather and COVID and everything else, we had to shut down again Wednesday and Sunday. But the previous Sunday we had an online service, and we come over and we did the service here at the church. The problem was, flicked everything on, flicked the lights on. We don't have an elaborate light setup. We've just got some stage lights, mainly just so you can see for camera's sake and to kind of brighten the room up a little bit. And we're trying to get ready for praise and worship. And I start noticing one of the lights flickering, and I'm like, maybe the power triggered the auto trigger sequence or whatever on it. So, sometimes it'll do that little, like a light dancing kind of effect or whatever. So I went back there, and sure enough, it was triggered. So shut the lights off, shut the DMX controller off, turned it back on, worked fine for about 2 minutes. And we were right in the middle of our first song, and all of a sudden the lights just are just flickering. It almost looked like a strobe. And some churches do strobes. We don't do strobes at our church. We don't do flashing lights and all that stuff. But it was very distracting because I'm up on stage, and the other day I was the only one here taking care of tech. So something's not working. I've got to figure out what's going on, and I have no idea. I can't just leave the keys and go back and try to take care of a lighting issue right in the middle of church. So it was a big ordeal, and just ended up having to shut the lights off. I reset the DMX controller, kind of let it be over the week, unplugged everything, and that was kind of that. Well, still had some issues with them. I reset the DMX controller again, did a few more little tweaks to it. Found out actually that one of the ribbons on the inside of the DMX controller was loose. So I put that back in, and a couple of the lights are still kind of iffy. So I left them on overnight to kind of see what we've got going. And the problem with our sanctuary, and I don't know, I may have shown this in one of my other videos. I guess I better get out. I've got to meet this guy here to pick up the lift. Our sanctuary here at Peaceful Harbor has a 20-foot roof, 20-foot ceiling in the sanctuary. Now here it's only 16 feet, something like that. So it's not too awful bad. But in here, in the sanctuary, we have a sloping roof. So it does this deal to where it goes at probably a 25-degree angle and then flattens off. Well, right in the middle, it's about 20 foot, and then in order to get to the stuff in the ceiling, you're looking at about 22 foot. So we don't have a ladder that's that large. We have a 16-footer, but it's not, or excuse me, a 12 footer, and it's not tall enough to actually get on, to get in the ceiling. So we had to rent a lift. So, because, you know, buying a lift's not in the budget. Hence the name, Budget Worship Solution. This is what we got going right now. Okay, so, and it stopped and it started back. So I don't know, that might be dead lights. We'll have to figure out, it might be a DMX issue. So when we put up the new lights, I'm going to resequence just to kind of give you a quick what's going on real fast. Anyway, here we go.